Hey guys, it's Holly. Sorry about that. I have a 15-minute limit, I believe, um, as to how long I can upload videos for. Sorry, I had some water and my voice is still kind of raspy for some reason. I'm like in the middle of a cold. Okay, so yeah, so I believe it's either the east side or the west side of the island. It's the side that does not face Cancun. I call that Rock Beach because it's all rock. Um, and there's tons of iguanas down by the rocks, especially at this, I believe, again, with the direction, the south end of the island. I'm calling it the south end because it's directly opposite of Playa Norte, which means the North Beach. Um, Other places that you should stop. Um, hmm. I don't know. I mean, like, the island is only a couple miles long, so you can definitely do the whole island, like, at least a couple times throughout the day. Like, I always say, oh, I'm gonna wake up so early and go to Isla Mujeres and spend the day there, and usually I don't get there until, like, 11 or 12, because by the time I wake up, take a shower, do my hair, do my makeup, and pack my bag for the day, because it would be smart to pack it the night before, but, when you're out drinking, doesn't always happen. Let's be realistic. So, yeah. Um, I usually get there late and don't get to enjoy my full day. But I mean, it doesn't take long to go through the whole island. You just want to make sure that you're back. Well, first off, you want to make sure exactly what time the place that you're renting from closes, and like you want to make sure you see it in writing, whether it be like on the door, on the paper, something, because if not, they could say, oh, well, we close at 6, and then you might bring it there at 6 and they're already gone. Like most places close at like 4:35. And I'm not even sure if they really close, they just want you to have it back by then, I guess, to be a hard ass and get the money for you being late. Um I heard online that if a place charges you more than $47 a day, that you should report it, because they're allowed to charge you less, like if you bargain with them, but they're not allowed to charge you past a certain amount. I can't vouch for whether this information is true or not, but I would just say never accept more than like $45, $47. Again, I haven't been there in 2 years, so if you want to say, okay, $50, I don't think it's went up to 55 by now. But, so, let's say $50. You definitely don't want to pay any more than that. So, if someone's saying $50, well, guess what? Walk over like one more block, and chances are there's another rental place. I wanted to say this in the middle, at the beginning of the video, but I'm, whatever. I had too much I wanted to say and not enough, not the mind capacity to put it in the right order. So, um, the companies that I can think of off the top of my head are Pepe's, El Sol, Ciros, Gourmet, and Prisma. Um, let's see. Prisma and Gomez, um, yeah, are like when you get off the ferry, you would go to the left. I think Prisma is 2 blocks, and I think Gomez is like 1 or 1.5 blocks. Gomez, if you ask if they are Prisma, they're gonna tell you yes, because they want your business. Even if you have, I know I was reading online, someone had a coupon for Prisma, and they're like, oh yeah, I work for Prisma here, and it was the guy from Gomez. So then there's, I don't know the name of the company directly across the street from the ferry dock. I rented from them last time, and they were actually really nice, and we returned it, had no problem at all. Which I was kind of worried about, but then again, so many people, us gringas, they take advantage of us, whatever, we just come right off, and, they're the first people that we see, so they could charge us whatever, make up anything, but I guess it's because they have so much business that, they just have to watch it because they are right there. The first time I ever went, someone, like, actually a lot of people said, oh, you should use Pepe's. I think it's PPPE. It's a couple blocks back. It's not right up front. And don't worry, the blocks are not big at all. Like, they're nothing like New York City blocks at all. Um, as I said, the island is only a couple minutes, or not, couple miles long, sorry. Um, so, honestly, I would not recommend Pepe's because we were supposed to use them, and I don't know if we actually did use them. I can't remember. But I know that while we were going there to rent it, because of all the wonderful reviews about it, I went there, and as we're walking up, this guy's arguing with him. No, you said be back by this time, you're stealing my money. And then this guy goes to me, and he's like, look, I'm gonna be straight up with you. He's like, don't, this is not a good business. And I don't know if I rented it anyway thinking that he was just some irate drunk guy, or if we went somewhere else. I think they didn't have any more golf carts, so we went somewhere else. But I've just heard a lot of bad stories about them since I've been there, and even while I was there, people just say, don't go there. But it's weird because some of my friends who are from Cancun recommend that place. So maybe it's just, like if you're, a foreigner and they want to take advantage of you. I'm not really sure. Because obviously I don't think they would do that to their own people, because they kind of know the drill. um, I would recommend really any of the first few places, except Ciro's or whatever. I've heard way too many bad things about that place. I would not go there either. And I believe I'm trying to think. I don't really know where they are, to be honest. I think they're, like, not right when you get off the ferry dock, but, like, a little bit back, or a little bit over. They're, like, the opposite direction of Prisma and Gomer. Prisma and Gomer, I've never heard anything bad about either. Um, I would do El Sol, or whoever it is that's directly across the street. Honestly, I don't know the name of that company. I hope it's not Ciro's. But I've never had a problem. Well, I only read it from there once, but I did not have a problem that day. They were very, very nice to me. I was with my Mexican friends, so maybe we had an advantage, I'm not sure. But they were very nice. There are quite a few authentic, obviously, Mexican restaurants, and lots of nice places. Like, you can get massages. There's Garafon Park if you like to zip line, snorkeling. I'm sure there's, like, reefs nearby that you can go scuba diving at. Sorry, I told you I was sick. um, what else is there to do? There's just so much to do there, really. But the massages I've heard are definitely much cheaper than in Cancun, especially at your hotel. So that would be my general review of Isla Mujeres, because I can talk tonight. 2:30, guys. 2:30 in the morning. So, um, yeah, I recommend that everybody goes to Isla Mujeres at least once on their trip. As of right now, we're staying a minimum of 7 days. I'm hoping it's more like 10 days, but that's only if I get a promo code in time or if the rates drop for me. I have not booked yet, but I'm definitely going in March at some point. But even if we say 7 days, I might go to Isla twice, just because it's that awesome. Like, I don't, the first year I went, actually maybe the first couple years I went, I don't think I left the hotel very much. Actually, the first year I went, I did leave the hotel a lot. I went to, like, La Boom, which is a disco club, like a nightclub that unfortunately was devastated by Hurricane Wilma, which sucks, because that was, like, my favorite club ever. That was out, kind of like by Temptations, and actually by one of the ports. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. I definitely would recommend going to Isla Mujeres. At least once. Like, you have to go. You have to just try it out. I just think it's the coolest thing ever. And I love golf carts. Like, I would pay to rent a golf cart here in New Jersey where there's absolutely nothing to do. Just drive around. But as I said earlier, I think I was talking about it and then my throat got scratchy, but you have to be careful because the cars may not always care about you, like the taxis and whatever. Um, there are speed bumps like all over the place, so you don't want to fly over them. Um, some of the roads, I'm trying to think, I don't know if like some of the roads are paved. Like, well, most of them are. But like when you go through like this one neighborhood, I'm trying to remember, I don't think it was paved. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. Um, and then you have like random dogs running around because like here in New Jersey, like you have to keep your dog on a leash. But like in Mexico, even in Cancun, like you don't see that much in the hotel zone, but if you go downtown, there's like just random dogs coming up to you and you're like, "Hey, who are you?" I know one time I went to downtown somewhere and we were going to one of those places where there's like a whole bunch of computers with like dial-up connection. Okay, I'm just exaggerating now. But you know, it's like one of those internet places, but it was like downtown, like where the locals live. And oh my god, I swear there was like 8 random dogs just like running up all around me. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. But you'll have that in Isla Mujeres too. I don't know if there's gonna be 8 dogs, but there's, you know, definitely random dogs and animals just running around sometimes. Um, Trying to think if there's anything else I want you guys to be aware of. I don't know. Basically, if you have any questions or concerns or things you want to know about Isla Mujeres, my knowledge is pretty much limited when it comes to like hotels and restaurants there, but if you have any other like general questions about like how to get there or like other places that you should see, I try to like talk about the ones that I visit frequently the most in these 2 videos, but really if you have any questions, just message me on here on Cancun Care. It's cancuncare.com, C-A-R-E, and my handle is HammieJ, Hammie J. So, yep, just message me and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped.